Hi everyone, Carrie here. So today is December 12th, 2014. I had Roux-en-Y surgery on December 4th, and so I'm 1 week post-op. Just for numbers to roll off initially, my highest weight last year was December. I was 397. When I started pursuing having the gastric bypass surgery, that was in April, and I was 389 at that point. My goal was to be 350 by surgery or by insurance approval dates, and that was not the case, or at least I didn't think it was going to be. November 19th was my 2-week pre-op appointment. I started my pre-op diet then, like 30 grams of carbs a day or less. And so day of surgery I was 350.7. So I was so excited because I did make it to 350. I lost 20 pounds in the pre-op diet phase, the one directly before, the liver shrinking diet. Okay, so how have I been feeling? Today, I feel really pretty good. I took a walk around the block. It was freaking cold as hell, though. My face was so cold by the time I got back. It was like 20 degrees outside. And it's a long block. I don't even know. It's probably, I don't even know the distance, really. Okay, so the first couple things that I've noticed. I didn't really have a lot of pain necessarily. It was more like abdominal discomfort and ache, like I'd done like a crap ton of abdominal exercises, and it was like the day after something of a killer workout. Nausea, yeah, almost anything I put in my mouth. Brushing my teeth made me nauseous. That's getting better. Taste, nothing. Tasted good most of this week until like yesterday, the day before. And even now, there's stuff that, some of the protein I bought, I just, a hard time stomaching. It all seems to be kind of sweet, and the sweetness is killing me. I mean, I'm really kind of craving salty, meaty kind of foods instead of like Greek yogurt and cottage cheese, and I mean, that kind of stuff is okay. It's kind of bland, but, everything seems sweet. Initially, I was really weak and tired, and that's getting better. That's pretty much done with, really. But I was really just beat. Something I've noticed is my breath is like, I can't smell it, but my mouth, and it might be what people call protein mouth, but God, it just seems like it's blah. My husband has been telling me that my breath stinks, and I'm Listerine-ing it, I'm brushing my teeth, it don't matter. I think it's coming up from inside. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm in ketosis or what, but I feel like I got damn dragon breath, and it ain't pretty. I think I'm gonna have to start go buy some of those Listerine strips or something. I don't know if those have sugar or sugar alcohols in it. Anyways, I'm going to go have to get some kind of breath mint. Something sugar-free, not gum or anything, but... So, something I have on my list is the feelings in my stomach. And I think this is getting a little better, but... like waking up in the morning, the feeling of my empty pouch is so much different than just being hungry in the morning. Than what it was with a regular stomach. It's like this really hollow, like the stomach just wants to eat itself, kind of like put something in me, put some juice, not juice, I mean like liquid in me or something, just fill me up. It's a strange feeling. Thirst and eating. I'm doing okay with that. I'm averaging about 40-ish, 50-ish ounces of water a day. pretty much staying around 40, so yeah, I could be better. I'm counting all my liquids. I think I've seen that that's what, count everything, you know, so I'm drinking a lot of hot tea for my fluids. I'm not drinking straight water. For some reason, it's just not, I really craved ice chips and stuff, and ice water before surgery. I haven't picked back up on that yet, so kind of like hot tea and herbal tea. And my protein drinks, which I am choking them down. The ones that I liked before surgery, the Premier, not so much. You know, this whole time I've been looking at the camera, but I don't know if that's going to look like I'm looking up in the sky, because I just realized when I looked at the screen, it looked like I was looking where I should be looking. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Well, before I get into the TMI stuff where I could be like, hey, family members, you don't want to hear the gross stuff, you can just shut off the video now. Let me see if there's anything else on my list. My incisions look great. Bruising has gone down already. My incisions are healing up really well. No problems there. I did have a dumping syndrome. It was absolutely horrific. Foolish me. You know, I think I'd read somebody's post on gastric bypass on the Facebook. Somebody like tomato soup was going down good for him, and I'm like, oh, I love tomato soup. I'm gonna get my tomato soup. So they didn't have the tomato soup I used to like to get, but they had this organic roasted red pepper tomato soup from Pacifica. And I initially looked at, it had like 5 grams of protein in a cup. I'm like, oh great, perfect, you know. Somehow, I didn't look at the sugar content. Yeah. So I got 6 ounces of it, because I mean, it's like a liquid. I mean, I figured I could go over my half cup size by a little bit because it's like a liquid and it isn't solid at all. So, and I kind of drank it down faster than I would eat something. Oh my god. It tasted so good, and that was part of the problem, was it's like, oh my god, something actually tastes good. Well, this is awesome. Yeah. It was 15 hours of hell. I was nauseous. I was weak, fluttery. My guts were cramping like diarrhea from the pits of hell. I was gurgling and cramping and gurgling and cramping and gurgling and cramping. And that was the worst of it. The absolute worst was the terrible gut pain. I wasn't supposed to be soaking in the tub for my incisions. Oh, screw that, man. The only thing that made me feel the least bit tolerable was soaking in a hot bathtub, and I stayed in that bathtub almost all damn night. I tried to get out, walk around. The more I walked around, the worse it got. I tried drinking a little bit of stuff. I took ice chips. I had a fit of dry heaving. All that really came up was like foamy saliva. And Jake was worried about my pouch, you know. I'm like, I can't help myself. It's just bad. And I woke him up trying to go to bed, crying. Finally, at like 6 in the morning, I drank this stuff at like 9 at night. At 6 in the morning, I laid down in bed on my side with a heating pad up against my back. And I switched sides a couple times, and finally at 2 in the afternoon, it finally came out. I was finally able to go number 2. It was so bad. I don't remember, I think it was like 12 grams of sugar or something like that, like from cane juice. Oh, I didn't realize it had that much. So you would think that would be maybe about 10 grams of sugar. I didn't realize it. Oh my God. I don't ever want that to happen again. And this scares me a little bit because I love tomato sauce. I love my lasagna. I love my spaghetti. And, you know, this summer I started eating it over zucchini noodles and squash noodles. I don't have a problem with that, replacing my pasta with that. Oh man, I had a lasagna with that. Oh, so good. But I love my tomato sauce. God, please let me be able to have tomato sauce again. What's the replacement for that? I don't know. Anyway, gallbladder. I had my gallbladder out, and the doc said it was really encased in omentum, in the fat, you know, tissue of the gut, and was packed full of stones. And he was very surprised I didn't have any issues. Well, I think of gallbladder issues, I think of pain, spasming, that kind of stuff. But you know, after surgery, this is where the TMI information is coming, so if you don't like it, you're going to have to move on, because, sorry, but we talk about some nasty stuff up on these channels, and this is about to get a little bit nastier, so just saying. Yellow acidic diarrhea. Fluffy, yellow, mucusy shit. Nasty. My ass is burning like a mofo. Not happy with this. Very unhappy with this. So what does I do? I get on Google and I look up acidic shit. Acidic poop, gallbladder, stuff like that. And really, it does have something to do with it's almost like you can have a dumping syndrome without having gastric bypass also, which I was suspicious that I've been dealing with for years now. I told my doctor about it. I wanted them to figure out why it was that I generally, before I was trying to diet, I was always having soft to loose stool, and anytime, anywhere, no matter what I was doing, if I ate a meal, within 20 minutes to half an hour, I was clamping my ass cheeks together, running to the toilet, wherever the hell I might be. And I would feel the hot flushiness, the shakiness, the sudden sickness almost, but not really so much as just this terrible gut cramping that I needed to rush to the bathroom and let loose my bowels. And when I started reading up on this yellow acidic stuff that's been happening since surgery, I discovered, wow, lovely. Basically, I was probably having that because my gallbladder wasn't operating correctly and the bile wasn't regulating in my gut the way it should have been, and I was essentially having a dumping syndrome. So does this mean it's going to be like doubly worse for me? I have no freaking clue. And I know this is getting long. It's like 13 minutes. Sorry, guys. So, I mean, I don't really, other than the night with the tomato soup, I haven't really had bad stomach dumping issue or anything, but I've always kind of had a little bit of a gurgle gut, at least for the last several years. And so I won't have any pain or anything, but I'll hear this and feel this gurgle, 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 gurgle all the way through because I don't have any solid food in my gut, you know? And just because my guts feel sensitive to that, I just can't wait till these 8 weeks are over so I can actually eat some more solid food and get, my gut just feels like it's not happy, you know? So, well, I don't remember if I've told you guys, yeah, I think I did. I have a blood clotting disorder. And so yesterday, yay, I was finally therapeutic and I don't have to poke myself in the stomach anymore, so I'm just back on my Coumadin without having my, without having to shoot myself with the blood thinners to bridge back over, so yay for that. So the bruising on my stomach should probably get done with. I guess that's it. So, my appointment with the doc is on Wednesday the 17th, and we're going into Anchorage, and I plan to go with my daughter to see the new Hobbit. So, we'll see where I'm at with the weight. If any of you ever actually watch this and have had the surgery, let me know how your weight loss was in the beginning. I kind of thought, I mean, like my uncle just had this and he said he lost like 20 pounds this first week. So when I was at 352, did I go over my weights? Day of surgery? Oh, well, I don't know if I did. If I didn't tell you in the beginning of the video, that I went to the clinic yesterday and I was 352.2 and I was like, what the hell? I had gone up. The Saturday day of discharge, I was 358. That much fluid, 8 pounds of fluid in a couple days. So on Thursday, so Saturday 358, Thursday I was 352.2. I was hoping that I had lost all that fluid weight and then some. Wasn't the case. But today, and this is an evening weight, not a morning weight, not a naked weight, because I got all this stuff on. But I bought a new scale, because my old scale was lying to me, telling me I was 330. I was like, no friggin' way. And it told me I was 349.5. And it was telling me about 353 yesterday, so 349.5 is what I am tonight. I'm happy with that number. Going down under the 350. Anyways, I'll try to update you guys weekly. I have not taken my pictures this week. Do you guys take pictures every week? Every 2 weeks? Once a month? Let me know. So, maybe this week at least I'll do it next Thursday. We'll call it an every 2 week thing. Because I imagine you're not going to see a difference right away. And I'll take measurements maybe once a month or every 2 weeks. Alright, until later, don't forget to hit subscribe, ask me questions, tell me what you think. See me on Facebook, tell all my family. Love ya. Thanks, guys.